Hey guys and girls, Emma again. Welcome back to the spare room. There's a couple of things I really wanted to share. Mostly about tools that I've picked up, things that have turned up. I've had in mind for some time to print a Multifix indicator holder. For a couple of things. With the Lorch lathe, it's very useful to have something that we can set the saddle up to or up with to a test bar, because trying to put something on the saddle and keep it all square and keep it to clear everything and not have it sticking around in the way, etc, 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 is very, very difficult. So I had a look on Thingiverse and found this particular model or something similar. I've actually remixed, they call. I've done a bit of a job on the original file, which was mesh. And big thanks to Adam Carmichael for exporting it out for me to a file that I could use. The problem with the original one is there wasn't enough distance between here and here for my indicator. So that's something that's, if you find something on Thingiverse that doesn't quite do the job, quite often possible to export it to another format and modify it and print it out from there. I've rounded this up a bit and I've changed this a little bit in here, and I've moved this out quite a bit, and that's quite a good tool. I'm pleased I've got that now. The indicator come from M&G in Melbourne, who, as some of you may know, are my channel sponsors here. I just ordered this and bought it off them because they've got the pretty good range and they're quick and fast and helpful and a reasonable price. So that's where the indicator come from. It wasn't particularly expensive. It's a Chinese one, but it certainly does the job. So that sits nicely on there. It's really quite a good thing, and tightens up. We can use this to set a taper. Of more use though with this lathe, it's handy to set the saddle across nice and straight, and with any lathe. So that's a pretty useful tool, and it's come out pretty well. I've printed this with aluminium filament or aluminium PLA. It's got a bit of aluminium in it probably. I'm not sure how that works, but it's quite a sharp print, and it's quite strong, and it's very easy to machine. So I had to run a drill through here to get this the right size for the mounting boss there. That was a very easy job and very easy to machine. So all I've done here is a nylock nut pressed into a hexagon hole, and this adjustment runs through the nylock. So pretty straightforward, pretty easy. The only real problem I have with it is that the indicator reads upside down, so we might have to put a clock on this after all and use the digital for another project that I've had in mind for some time. Anyway, another huge shout out to Matthew Costello in Brisbane. He's a member of the YouTube Machinist group on Facebook. He got in touch and said, do I have any use for any BA bolts or any BA taps? And yes, absolutely I do. So he sent through some taps in exchange for some other tools that I got him. 1, 2, 3 BA, 4, 5, 6 BA, 7, 8 and 9 BA, and some 10 BA, and a few more of them because you break them. There's also a 9 BA button die, and a 3 BA die nut, I think. It's a button die, so 3 BA button die. A friend said you can never have enough BA taps and dies because they're easy to break, and that's very true. We've got some taps there down to, that one looks like it's probably 11 or 12 BA, and a bit of a mixed lot there. We'll have a look through them soon. And also a box of what looks like 8 BA taps, which I use a lot of, or I use a lot. I touch wood, I don't think I've broken very many of them, but it's a little box of them, which is kind of nice. So thanks, Matthew, really appreciate that. It's awesome to do business with you, and they'll be very, very useful. There's this tin of instant coffee powder, which may be of some interest. It's home brand, Coles Smart Buy, 200 grams. Best before, see bottom of can, 9th of the 4th, 2015. Now, bit strange. It still smells like coffee, but can't really. I'm going to get the tin opener. There's a cardboard tin. I don't know why. Coffee tins aren't actually coffee tins anymore. This one's actually cardboard, which is a bit strange. But this is what's inside. Now, not playing with the white balance or anything. This is definitely grey, black, shiny. Interesting. Why does it do that? You can see I drink a lot of instant coffee. And this was used probably predominantly way back when to that quality. Way back when to process black and white film, because caffeinol, vitamin C, and instant coffee and other things make an excellent film developer. But it's cleaning out the cupboard and had a look, and yeah, I don't know what that is, or I imagine that it's actually got coffee in it, or there's some sort of actual organic coffee content. But this looks like, seriously, it looks like a, don't know what it looks like. And I don't know why it was sitting there on the side on that angle. I don't know, because it's just been in the cupboard that way up as far as I know. So, most peculiar. I just thought everyone might like a look at that. I don't know if there's anything else particularly exciting to show you. There has been some progress. There has been a little bit of progress on this boiler. We've got a fire hole door surround in there, which is just a piece of copper tube that's been squashed and silver soldered in there. I've got the 2 water gauge bushes in, I've got the pressure gauge bush, I've got the water fill bush, and next job really is to put some sort of a header on here. The theory is that we put a pipe that goes around here and comes out a hole to a to a manifold, and that acts sort of as sort of a steam heater or dryer, and that should enable this to be unscrewed and taken out, which is a bit of a challenge actually. I'm still working on that. But this little boiler, Eugene, it's coming together pretty good. It needs a little bit of time in the pickle at the moment, and I'll put that back in directly. This is got to be machined very soon to go on here, and a piece of copper tube for a chimney. So they're starting to look good. Starting to look around for a gas burner or something to put in that too. So that's some progress. Anyway, it's time to say thanks for watching, and be kind to each other, all those sort of things. And we'll keep you updated, so more soon.